Okay, folks, welcome back. We're going to do a little football player, sitting football player, just like we did with the other. Well, I didn't show you how to do this one online, but I showed you how to do the fireman. So we're going to do something similar, but we're going to do a little football player. Since it's Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow, and I thought I needed another project, and I thought I haven't done a football player before, so I have no idea what it's going to look like or how it's going to turn out. So you can follow me along, come along for the journey and see how it works out. And so what I did was I sprayed it. That's why it's a little dark. I sprayed it with a solution of 50% rubbing alcohol and 50% water. The rubbing alcohol is this 70% strength is what I use, and I put 50-50 in a bottle, and from there we spray it to soften up the wood a little bit, and that's what you see, the darker patches of the wood. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is give you the dimensions of the piece of wood we're using. It's the same one for all of these. They're about 3 1/4 long, high, and I think it's 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches by 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 inches. And the tapering off right about there, I would say it's about 1.5 inches down is where I taper it off to the 1 1/4 to the top. So again, 3 1/4, 1.5 by 1.5 by 1 3/4, 1 1/4 and 1 1/4. So there's only 1/4 of an inch off, and I start about 1.5 inches down, and I cut that off with a bandsaw. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our pen. Let me go find my pencil. I don't know where my other good pencils are at, so I'm going to have to sharpen the old-fashioned way. Okay, have a regular pencil here. And what I did was I went down and I just marked it where the side of the head. So this is going to be the front. Now I was trying a few other ideas, and I thought, oh, the heck with it, I'll try it. I'll try this one and see how it works out. So the marking is about 1 1/4 inches, maybe a little bit more on either side. Okay, so yeah, 1 1/4 inches on either side. So what we're going to do is we're first going to put in where the side of the hat's going to be, the helmet. Alright, this is all going to be rounded off. So let's start here first. We're going to cut this in. Put your glove on and thumb guard on, if you have one. I would highly recommend that. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing over here. I like using my Murphy knife. For some reason it cuts so nice. And I switch knives a lot, so I don't stick with one knife all the time. It really is whatever is sharpest and ready to go. So I see that's a little bit off, so let me make sure that's the same length. And I can use my finger like this. Oh, it's way off. Well, not far. 1, 2. Okay, that looks pretty good. We'll go with it. Anyway, what we want to do is we want to kind of bring this down. I'm going to mark it there, and I'm going to bring the side of the head down first for the helmet. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side. We're going to get rid of that little lip there and cut that right with the bandsaw. Okay, so we have that marked down. So now we're going to go in the back here, and we're going to mark off, let me take a look here. We're going to mark this off in the back here, because the helmet's going to come down and around, and it's going to come right up to here. So we're going to have it like tucked in there. So let's do this. Okay. again, we're going to take this down a little bit. Now we have the 3 sides done, and we're going to find out where the top of the helmet is. We're going to go down a little ways. We're going to mark it right about there. Okay. So I've got the side, the back, and then this is going to drape around. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to just take this down and around like so. Okay. And we're going to just mark where the top of the head is going to be. Alright. We're going to start bringing this down a little bit. Continue to mark where that top of the helmet is there. And we're just bringing this down a little bit. Alright, so now you have all 4 sides done that way. Now we're going to start rounding. We're going to round it off this way first, okay? So we're going to come down. We're going to round this off. We're going to round off this corner and this corner. This corner was chopped off from another project I was thinking of doing. And I thought I'll switch into this instead. Okay. Back here we're going to chop this off. Bring this down. Okay. Now your knife really has to be sharp, and if this gets a little on the dry side, you take your spray and just, these little spray bottles, you can buy them right at Walmart. They're only 90 cents, like $1 for it. And it's a 2-ounce. It's a 2-ounce bottle, and then it's nice to take with you if you're traveling and all. All right. So this here, I'm going to mark this off right here, and kind of come straight across here. This will really shape up after we get it kind of outlined first. Okay. So. Over here, go up a little higher. And then this is going to come down. Okay, this is going to be the rounded part of the helmet in the back. So we're going to bring this down in to the neck here. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring this down a little bit more as well. Alright, let's bring this down. We're going to round off the top part of the hat, or the helmet. See, we're running out of time. We're coming up to our time limit on this video. So I'll be right back and we'll keep going.